Hello, brothers and sisters. This is a quick tutorial on the Emergency Response Guide, which are the safety guidelines provided to us by the Seminaries and Institutes of Religion program. Each of us have been invited to be familiar with the parts of this response guide and at least be able to know where to go to find different responses that for different circumstances. And so you'll notice that these on the contents, it gives you all of the different parts of these guidelines that you're going to want to be familiar with. I'm not going to go through each one of these individually. I'm just going to invite you to make sure that you've gone through them and pay special attention to those things that that have to do with your specific class. For example, you probably don't need to know too much about tidal waves and hurricanes, but you're definitely going to want to familiarize yourself with what to do in the case of tornadoes. You also are going to want to make sure that you are familiar with what to do with an active shooter. That's something that they have, because of recent events, they want to make sure that we are very familiar with how to deal with something like that. It's not likely going to happen, but we need to be prepared just in case. There are others that we want to make sure that we're familiar with, including abuse and emotional emergencies, certainly special needs and disabilities. There's several of these different areas that you're going to want to make sure that you're a little more familiar with. So, with that in mind, I would invite you to go through this, and you can go through it at your convenience, but we do need to report back that you have completed it or at least reviewed it. And if you've already done that, since it's been sent to you previously, then you can just let us know that it's been completed. You'll want to know about how to do incident reporting if something does occur. And then there are certain things that you're going to need to know when it comes to students giving you information, especially when it comes to abuse and emotional responses. You'll also notice as we go further down that there is this part on active shooter. This is new, and we've all been asked to be familiar with what to do in terms of if something were to occur with an active shooter. There is this little video here, Run, Hide, and Fight, Surviving an Active Shooter Event. All you have to do is click on this when you get this electronic version of the emergency response guide, and it'll pull up a YouTube video that's actually somewhat entertaining, but it's also informative. So you're going to want to make sure that you review that. And then there is a training course that you can click on here that will help you to know a little bit better about how to deal with an active shooter. There's also some options for consideration in active shooter training that's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. So we're inviting you to be familiar with all of those different parts of, especially for the active shooter, and then to go through each of the rest of these different sections and make sure that you understand what to do in an event that might occur in your home, in the building, whatever it is. We want to make sure that we're taking care of our students. So that's all I need you to do with this emergency response guide, and then we'll give you some instructions on to return and report and let us know that this has been accomplished. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or Sister Clyde or your stake supervisor. Thank you.